I'm Gaurav Sharma, and today I'll take you through our test automation system for RAN, which is known as AutoRAN. So let me walk you through the various features of this particular test automation system. As you can see, there are a number of interesting features that this particular product provides. In terms of technology, we do support testing of integrated RANs, virtual RANs, ORAN through this particular solution. Some of the very interesting features that it provides is a very intelligent and feature-rich test automation system that provides parallel execution of test cases with in-depth logging and analysis of those logs. We can also create real-life scenarios using digital attenuation through this particular product. We do provide API interface and pre-test configuration as a part of our standard offering. Another interesting feature of this particular product is the AI-enabled smart log analysis, wherein we do collect a lot of KPIs and logs from various network nodes and use AI to actually debug or analyze any erroneous scenarios or any protocol deviations that are happening within the network. Our AutoRAN hardware consists of multiple rack units, where each rack unit provides an individual capability or a feature. At the top of this particular rack is a switch that allows all the different components of AutoRAN to communicate with each other. The second important rack unit is the attenuator and the combiner and splitter assembly. Below that, we have multiple rack units consisting of multiple modems and multiple handsets. Now, depending upon the requirement, the number of rack units can be either increased or decreased to define the number of UEs that you want to run the test cases on. Now, a tester who would want to run these test cases would log on to the dashboard or the UI of AutoRAN. He or she would then select a particular test case to run. The master controller, which is again a part of the AutoRAN hardware, is the brain of the whole system and would then start executing these tests or test scenarios. It would start by sending commands to the modems or the UEs to perform certain functions. It would also send commands to the attenuator to actually create more real network scenarios. Once the handset runs the particular scenario, we would be collecting logs from various layers or various nodes to actually run our verification engine. The verification engine would take inputs from PCAPs plus other KPIs as well, plus system logs as well, to actually analyze the various call scenarios or the scenario that has been executed. Now, based on our call analysis and the PCAPs, the verification engine would actually mark the test scenario as pass or fail and then create a report that can be used by the tester to analyze the outcome of the tests. Now, there is a very interesting story behind the development of this product, rather interesting genesis to this whole idea. Now, we were building our own 5G core and network solution, right? And we felt the need to have a flexible, cost-effective solution to actually test our offerings or our solution. Now, that is where we started thinking about how do we build a test automation system with real handsets, modems, etc. that gives us more flexibility to run various real-life scenarios, and plus at the same point of time being more efficient and cost-effective, right? That's the whole background to this. We then started thinking that, okay, if as a user, since we were having our internal development teams as well, right? We could very freely engage with them, understand from them the requirements, the needs of what a development team or what a testing team would see into such a product. And we were thus able to actually come up with very good set of requirements in such a tool, right? That's how we started building this particular tool. Now, the typical target audience or market for AutoRAN would be OEMs, mobile operators, organizations who would want to validate their solution with real handsets, real modems, organizations who would want to understand a little bit better how does their application or how does their product behave in a real network, how would the application or the product device, RAN, etc., VoIP solutions behave in a real life scenario, what impact would say attenuation or different radio conditions have on their RAN solution or on their network solution. So those would ideally be the target audience for our AutoRAN hardware solution. Now, AutoRAN has some very key features and some very interesting things that actually differentiate it from other solutions. Of course, it does use real handsets and real modems to run a lot of these scenarios, but apart from that, what we essentially do is we do provide a couple of more interesting features that would help testers to actually not only create real life scenarios with varying radio conditions using attenuators or utilizing a couple of say splitters, combiners, etc. But apart from that, the log analysis feature plus the fetching of level 3 or level 2 logs from the modems or from the handsets, plus at the same point of time a AI based log analyzer as well that helps testers to actually find root cause of various issues and identify some of the problems or deviations that may be present in the network or in the solution. We have another option of our AutoRAN for customers who need a smaller setup. This version of AutoRAN that I am referring to is called as Delphi, wherein you can have 4 UEs or a combination of 2 modems and 2 UEs to run your test cases. The interesting thing is that the test cases that you write on a standard AutoRAN can be seamlessly migrated to a smaller Delphi unit as well. We do have a very interesting roadmap for our AutoRAN solution, and it kind of evolves as the telecom networks or the telecom standards evolve, right? Now, 2 very essential or interesting things that come to my mind are how do we actually utilize this particular product to test ORAN based RANs. That's part 1. We are enhancing this product further and adding dissectors and other capabilities to actually validate CU, DU, right, and then their interfaces, respective interfaces, using this particular product. So that's point number 1. The other interesting feature that we are adding onto this is utilizing more AI-based analysis to actually figure out the deviations or erroneous scenarios occurring and figuring out the RCA for the same. Apart from this, there are other things that we are also building, and these are very near things that we are developing within the solution, which is a software SDR based emulation for our UEs, which means that essentially on one particular SDR or a single card, we can have multiple UEs emulated, which also means that as a tester, I can now have a bigger number of mobile devices to actually test my RAN solution with it. There are multiple channels through which you can get more information for the AutoRAN product. One is, of course, you can reach out to us at connect@amantyatech.com. Right? You can reach to us through our website as well. You can reach out to us through our sales teams as well, and of course the cherry on the cake would be we are participating in MWC as well, where we would look forward to actually meeting all of you.